Early one peaceful morning, a tiny ant stepped gently across a wide green field. The sun was just beginning to rise, and the grass shimmered with tiny drops of dew. The little ant paused for a moment, then carefully searched the ground until she found a small grain of food. The grain was nearly as big as her head, but with patience and effort, she lifted it. Step by step, she carried it all the way back to her home. When she arrived, she placed it inside and took a short rest, feeling quietly satisfied. The next morning, the ant woke up early again. Without hesitation, she walked back into the field. After searching for a while, she found another grain. Just like before, she lifted it and carried it home. Slowly, steadily, without stopping. Every single day, she followed the same routine. One grain each day. Nothing more, nothing less. One afternoon, a grasshopper noticed her and began to laugh. "Little ant," he said, "why do you work so hard for just one grain? You move so slowly. Why not carry a big load at once and finish quickly?" The ant smiled calmly and replied, "I carry only one grain each day, but I make sure I never skip a day." The grasshopper laughed again and shook his head. "That will take too long," he said, before jumping away to enjoy his day, playing and singing without a care. But the ant continued her quiet work. One grain today, another grain tomorrow. Some days were extremely hot. The sun shone brightly, making every step difficult. Still, the ant carried her grain. Some days were windy. Strong gusts pushed her back again and again. Still, she moved forward. Some days brought heavy rain. The ground became slippery and hard to walk on. Still, she did not stop. She did not wait for the perfect moment. She did not wait to feel inspired. She simply followed her habit. One grain every single day. Days slowly turned into weeks. Weeks slowly turned into months. Without any noise, without any attention, the small ant kept working quietly. While other insects spent their time playing, she remained focused on her simple task. Then one day, winter arrived. Cold winds swept across the field. The air became still and harsh. Food was nowhere to be found. The grasshopper, who once laughed, now felt hungry and weak. He searched everywhere, but the field was empty. Tired and desperate, he walked toward the ant's home and knocked on the door. The ant opened it. When the grasshopper looked inside, he was amazed. The tiny home was filled with grains. Piles of food were neatly stored in every corner. "How did you gather so much?" he asked in surprise. The ant replied softly, "I did not collect it all at once. I simply carried one grain every day." At that moment, the grasshopper understood. Small efforts may seem insignificant in the beginning, but when repeated every day, they grow into something powerful. One small step, repeated again and again, creates something big. So remember the lesson of the little ant. You don't have to do something massive today. Just take one small step. Carry one grain today. Carry another tomorrow. And one day, you will see that those small steps have built something truly meaningful.